Well, hey there and welcome back for another Secondhand Opinions video. I'm Jason Alderman, the internet's favorite fat mouth, fat ass, bringing you fat stacks of fucked facts. And let's talk this morning about the enormous push from media and some folks on social media who are really wanting us to believe these are not the same rioters and anarchists who have been trashing, burning, looting, destroying, killing, murdering, and raping their way across the country that are starting these fires. Last night, Tim Pool did a video saying the guy was arrested, but we don't know he's Antifa, this, that, and the other thing, this, that, and the other thing. I tell you what, I don't care what label you put on these people. It's the same group of people who are rioting, burning, pillaging, looting, raping, killing, and maiming. Okay, it's the same people. I don't care if you call them Antifa, BLM, etc. To skip all the semantic argument in the future, I'm just going to call them terrorists. So, the same group of terrorists who've laid siege to Portland for 100 days are now lighting fires across the West Coast. If you don't believe me, look into the Sweet Creek Farm fires that we know is an arson. Look into the Dexter Reservoir fire we know is an arson. Look into Jeff Accord lighting the fire on a state road in Washington we know was an arson. The Ashland fire in Oregon we know was an arson. So if we have 20 fucking arsons erupting up and down I-5 right now, but a quiet night in Portland and all the rioters are not there, you can't put two and two together, folks? The media and folks like Tim Pool want to carry water for the terrorists by arguing semantics over what name we call them. It's the same people. They've been busted at protests before with the illegal weapons and fireworks and fire-starting stuff. Who are the people who've been throwing Molotovs for the last 100 days? Who are the people who are dead set on lighting precincts on fire? You've not heard them chanting every city, every town, burn the precincts to the ground. You've not heard them marching up and down the street saying, what do we want, blah, 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 what do we do if we don't get it, burn it down. You haven't seen the videos of them actually standing outside of residences, yelling through the windows at the people who live there, we're going to burn your building down. You don't have to believe me. All you have to do is the legwork. Go research it for yourself. I didn't think these things were arson at first. I assumed that what I was being told was true, that it's all wildfires due to a hot year or whatever, but here's the rub. I started looking at the situation. I've lived here my whole damn life. It wasn't this bad when the volcano blew up north. Okay? I've never seen this many fires in my life. But Oregon hasn't changed much. The truth is, ultimately, we get a little less rain and a little less snow than 40 years ago. By which I mean to say a little. I can't even prove that we get less rain. I'd have to look at the charts. But it feels like we get maybe a tiny bit less rain. And we certainly get a tiny bit less snow. Now for a place that rains all the damn time, you don't notice much. And for a place that hardly ever snows in the valley, you don't notice much. So is this the cause of global warming? No. Is this some sort of catastrophic failure like California's power line situation? No. Even if you don't want to go do the legwork, I cheated for you. I'm going to leave a couple links in the description below. One of them is to a brand new channel called 1Z, who uploaded about a 1-minute clip of a fella who posted a video to Facebook and the video was pulled down. Now, he didn't post a post picture. He posted the footage of a gentleman showing another person. One guy sitting in his pickup truck showing his cell phone of a fire being lit by a black-hooded, black-clad individual with a can of gas and a torch or a can of hairspray or something to that effect. But you can certainly see the figure, especially in the live footage the moving footage of the video on his cell phone. You see the fire and the flames, and you're looking to see what they're talking about, and then all of a sudden a Sasquatch runs across the fucking screen. So it's middle of summer, it's hotter than shit. We got fires everywhere. If someone goes out dressed all in black, you can probably suspect they're a goth or Antifa. Goths don't tend to go light fires. Antifa does. So after you've maybe watched Z1's 1-minute video, there's another clip from Mr. Obvious, who did an awful lot of legwork. An awful lot of legwork. Some of it is speculative. Some of it is just merely connecting the dots. But people, this is not an accident. This is arson, and people like Tim Pool even admit that. His debate is the semantics of whether this is Antifa or BLM supporters. It's the same people. It's the terrorists hell-bent on attacking America. I'm going to do a little bit of a video later today speculating on some of that stuff and where that might lead up the chain. Let's all pretend like our opinions matter and leave them in the comments below. And remember, this is social media, so do all the things.